I mean, we've all kind of been on roughly the same journey, us towards like the end of our college career, but you more towards the beginning. Like, how did you find like learning to trade while in college and also like starting trendsetters and all that? Like, how did you find, was it
Great,
difficult? Was it easy? Like, were there days you
great
wanted to quit? Stuff like that.
man. Who you telling? Who you telling? Who you telling, man? But yeah, man. The craziest thing, I give you guys a little story. The craziest thing is my freshman second semester, I wound up meeting mentorship and just got put on the entrepreneurship tip because I was on some, I want to be rich, right? Had nothing to do, had no clue about what is wealth, why is it important, nothing. I want to be rich, right? So I'm like, I'm at Howard. Freshmen don't get internships the first year. You know, I'm about to get that. I'm about to boss up and be on a different level than most people. And then I got hip to mentorship and just entrepreneurship tip. And then when I created Trendsetters, it happened to be my freshman summer. And I was like, I can become an intern or a CEO, right? Which one I'm gonna do, right? And so I had to that summer nothing to do except my business, right? Everybody else on a 9 to 5 interning. I'm literally at my mom's crib, and she just moved to Texas, so I don't know anybody because I'm from Iowa, right? So I'm in the crib with my little brother and me. That's it. And people say they want to learn how to trade from me, so that's all I did that whole summer, literally. Literally, I ain't had no schoolwork, right? Nothing else to do, trade. And then sophomore year came, Howard didn't really want to give me housing. So I'm like, what? So I had to force myself to get ready for the real world. I'm not in the dorm no more. I'm sophomore year, like I have to find an apartment, get an apartment, pay rent every single month. Like things just got real.
Yeah.
And so I had to be a little bit more structured on the trendsetter tip, but I just realized like, man, it was times, I'm not gonna hold you guys. When I was doing good, the trendsetter so much, I was like, why am I in college? This is getting in the way. Like, I go to class, they don't teach me anything.
Right.
I go to class, they teach me something that doesn't apply to anything. I
Right.
go to class, they teach me that applies to something
It's
and
old. People don't
outdated.
think that way anymore.
Outdated. Like a
Yep.
30-page business plan.
Yep.
You have 30 seconds if you're talking to somebody. Let's keep it real. Nobody's looking at 30 pages, but this is what School of Business, accredited, Howard University teaching me. You see what I mean? Accounting. But I know ain't no way assets and liabilities is things that they saying it because last time I checked, the house was not a real asset unless you making money from it. Aren't you saying it's an asset and you just have it? No, you paying money for it. So things like that was just throwing, you know what I mean? Just throwing me for a loop. Like I'm at the Howard University. Like if it should be any smart teachings, it should be here. That's what I'm thinking. And I had times where, terrible days in the market. I'll blow an account. I can't focus on no damn homework. You feel me? I'm down $500-$600. I'm trying to get the money back. I don't care about this assignment due at 11:59. You feel me? Like I'm just being real. Like I could be late. I'm about to be in the market. I'm about to get something back, at least some. But that that goes back to the emotional, psychological kind of warfare that you go with yourself. And I feel like trading teaches you about yourself more, discipline. You need that in college, you know what I mean? Um, I really like sophomore year. I partied a lot freshman year, Charles can tell you, but like after sophomore year, I really wasn't with the get down like that. I was still cool, you feel me? Everybody still knew me, but it's like, why am I going to parties every weekend, bro? You know what I mean? Like what are we really doing? I'm seeing the same people, the same females, listen to the same music when I can be back testing. And I can really have a party when I'm in Bali, 23, 24 years old, when 100 models popping bottles because I got the bread to do it. That's the party I want, right? I don't want to get a section in the club and I just got an F on the test. What am I celebrating? what do we celebrate? Niggas talking about I just failed that test, man, but I'm gonna see you at El Rey.
Nah, that's exactly how it was. I remember walking out of test like, all right, okay, let's
Let's go
get
get a picture.
You feel me? Let's get some. Let's knock it down. So I ain't going against it because I definitely participated. I parlayed. I ain't gonna hold you, but I just kind of got real myself. I was like, I can't do that every weekend. If I'm trying to lock in and really lock in and really lock in, I don't really feel like everybody else who I'm looking up to doing this. So let me just be real myself because I know damn sure I don't want to keep losing money. And that's kind of how I looked at it,
I think you raised a good point there. I would definitely echo when I was in college, like when college really meant something to me, when it really changed was when like I really started getting into Forex just because like you were saying, it shows you so much more about yourself than I feel like college ever did. Like college was difficult, don't get me wrong. Like Howard is definitely a difficult school, the school of business, but at the same time, I wasn't even really disciplined about school until I started trading because of like you were saying, like I had to get into that mindset of like, all right, is this something I really want? Like, is this something where it's like, I really want to build for the future to like where you're saying I can party more in the future. Like I can just live my life how I want to live my life in the future. I don't want to just focus on bullshitting right now with these same people I'm going to see for 4 years, and then they're not going to be my friends. They're going to be my friends. I'm going to see them. I'm going to talk to them every now and again. But like, these people aren't going to be, most of these people aren't going to be in my wedding. Most of these people aren't going to be there, like when my kid gets born and all this stuff. So it's like, I'm wasting all this time with them when I could be spending my time on myself, and once you realize that, and once Forex showed me that, that's when I didn't even really like you were saying, like I would definitely try in school because like that's, my parents sent me to school. So I'm going to.
Right. Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I was definitely like, why are you teaching me this right now? Like, why are you teaching me this outdated way of options trading? Why are you teaching me this outdated way of stuff? That's not what people do anymore. So it's like that I kind of, I can definitely echo that. Do you have any more questions? Or Zay?
Let me think.
Would you? I got a question. So would you trade? Would you change anything about your trading journey up to this point, or like, is there anything you would go back and tell yourself when you first started, or would you keep it the same because you think you needed to go through all that to get to where you are now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question, bro. That's a great question. I feel like if I could go back and kind of change how things went, as good as it may sound to be like, tell yourself to be more disciplined, I feel like, nah, that's something that you just gotta learn. How in the world you gonna learn? Like, if I went back and I told myself some things I need to know, like be disciplined, right? Like, like detach yourself from the trades, right? I say myself all that stuff, but thinking back on it, if I didn't lose $500-600, it wouldn't have became real.
Yeah.
If I ain't get scarred like that on my birthday weekend, I probably still wouldn't be talking about this right now. You know what I mean? I want to be coming with so much conviction like you guys hear my voice right now. Because it's one thing to be like, I wasn't disciplined on the demo account and I wound up blowing it, bro. Okay? It's fake money. You can create another one. But when you lose $500, $1,000, and you need to pay rent, and now you got to find some other way because your tweets and you're doing dumb things, it hit a little bit differently. So I feel like I needed that. What they say, you can humble yourself or you can be humbled. I feel like I had a little bit of both, just being honest, and that's really why I kind of carry the conviction right now, because it's like, regardless of how much I ever lose, I'm never going to quit on this. This is something that's just like a part of me. Like Trendsetters, let's see if y'all can see it. Trendsetters is tatted on me.
Oh, wow.
Like, I got back from studying abroad, and I was studying abroad junior year in Spain. So when I wake up, that's the London session. I don't have to be up at 3 a.m. And I made money One week, that's when I realized when I came back to the States, I was getting this. One week in Dubai, made like 300 that week or whatever. And I came down there with some bread, of course, right? But it was just the fact, like, I just made 300, right? And then I booked the trip to Dubai. And I was like, bro, I'm living. Like, this is different. I ain't never did this before. This is my first time out the States. What is some black kid from Cedar Rapids, Iowa going to Dubai for? And after that, I was like, yeah, I think this is real. And so I came back. Yeah, we have our ups and downs. You know what I mean? I lost $1,000 in a day before. I lost $1,500 in a day before. Sick to my stomach. Like, I don't even want to eat. I lose $1,500 and I ain't got no money to eat, right? I'm just never gonna quit though, because I can make $3,000 the next day. Yeah. And it's not even about, you get to a point where it's not just about the money. It's about you proving yourself to you, right? You proving yourself like, I can do this, because you can see something. It's a magic when you see a plan, you work the plan, and the plan comes together exactly how you want it to, and you were patient enough to see it all the way through. Yeah. Then it's like, yeah, I just made that trade. Yeah, I might have grabbed a couple $100. That's great, but I'm proud of myself because that's discipline, and that's active discipline. Because I could have just looked at my phone and did anything else, but I didn't do that. And that, when you build yourself and when you learn yourself, that's more so of the reason on why, I'm an active entrepreneur and an active, supporter of personal development and entrepreneurship, is because that's the real reward, right? This cash shit, like, is great, but you can't bury yourself with cash when you're dead.
Yeah.
You either gonna have to pass it down or, it's going to rot. You know what I mean? Pablo Escobar, his mansion was looted because it was just money in his walls. He had too much money, couldn't do nothing with it. Buried in the ground is mold. So if that's the case, it's like, let me work on myself. I can succeed in the vehicle while doing such, and then positively help people to do the same thing. And whatever happens after that, let the cards fall where they may. You feel me?
Yeah, and I'll say too, like, you just gotta have your own journey for real, because I didn't take the same journey as Delon. I didn't blow any accounts starting out. I still haven't blown an account to this day. But at the same time, and I'll say that's because I read Trading in the Zone. I did this. I listened to Mark Douglas, read Trading Beyond the Matrix, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Cool. But then still, when I get to the market, I still have problems with my psychology because, like Delon is saying, it's not real until it's real. Like, it's not real until you have real money on the line. And then it doesn't matter what everything you read just before, because it's really just about you versus you. Because like Delon said at the beginning of the podcast, nobody's going to force you to click the button and place that trade. It's really only going to come down to a decision that you make. And all the books that you read up to that point, it doesn't really matter. It matters. It's cool that you learn that, like, yeah, that's how a trader is supposed to think, but you're not going to learn until you learn and you lose some money, like lose some money on the back of some trades like I do, like I've been doing recently, entering too early. And like, I know it as soon as I enter too early, I'm like, damn. I did it again. I just wasn't disciplined. And then I have to look back at everything else that I was doing. So yeah, everybody has their own journey, and I would definitely say, like, whether you take the approach of, I'm never going to blow an account, I'm going to read all these books, yada, 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 don't think that's going to save you from the struggles of, dealing with that psychological warfare of being in the market every single day. Everybody's going to have to deal with that at some point in their trading career. Because if you don't, you're not going to show up the same way every single time, because there's going to be like right now, I am in a serious drawdown just because I hit that point in my trading plan where I hit a serious drawdown. Like, it just happened, but I still got to show up to the market tomorrow because there might be some opportunities, or like later today, I guess. I still got to show up to the market later today because there still might be some opportunities. And like, you don't get to that point until you're comfortable losing money, So,
Right. That's real. That's real, because on the flip side of that, man, if everything was gravy and you won every single trade, man, you wouldn't know how to feel when you took that first loss. Yeah. You would feel like it's the end of the world. Like, you honestly probably wouldn't be able to cope with yourself. Just like, you see the teams in sports, right? Have it all, do everything right, can't get anything wrong. And then out of nowhere, they can't buy a bucket. Right? like you're looking at them like, what's going on? And they're like getting frustrated because like they can't buy a bucket and they keep missing, right? And so it's like, okay, not only was I just winning, but I was just winning all the time. Not only was I just winning all the time, but I definitely wasn't losing. And even if I did lose, I wasn't losing consistently. You don't like your emotional psych, you don't even know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? And so, your ability to snap back out of it and like forgive yourself from losing, it's not that easy.
Exactly.
Because you so used to, you so prone to winning, and your emotions is so deep into it where you feel like if you don't win this next hand or you don't win this next trade, all hell will break loose. And you can't be trading in a mindset like such, because you will cause your own self-sabotage.
Exactly.
It's proven.
Exactly.
It's proven.
You got to trade on a series of trades basis, and don't worry about trading.
Yeah,
Do
that's good.
You got anything else?
I got one last one. It's real quick. Just if you want to, Delon, if you want to take this opportunity, just tell us a little bit about Trendsetters in your course. And we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Appreciate you asking, bro. And so I'm just wrapping up one-on-one today. Probably have some more here in the next couple of weeks. I'll send you guys all the information, everything for you guys' personal use. But when it comes to Trendsetters, man, Trendsetters is really about setting the trend for the lifestyle that you want to live, that you envision, that you feel that is right for yourself. It's not following society's blueprint, the outdated succumb blueprint of a rat race to support yourself. I don't agree with that, and when it comes down to it, you can't support yourself any other way if you're not supported financially. Let's just be real. If you don't know how to control your finances, like I was saying, it's going to be hard to do anything and everything else with a sense of passion and purpose, being honest. So when it comes to the markets, Trendsetters also represents trading, because we can make money both ways of the market. Stocks, just up. Forex, up or down. The U.S. was doing terrible. I shorted it, made money, and I'm in the U.S., right? So that's what I'm talking about. Trendsetters. You set the trend on how you want to get paid. You set the trend for the lifestyle you want to live, right? That was the mission statement originally, and it kind of groomed into a movement. You know what I mean? Now it's apparel. Now it's, videos, lifestyle blogs, and, the trading specifically part of it. But I didn't want to just make it just another trading group. You know what I mean? Because everybody has that. It's bigger than that to me. That's why I have it tatted on. It's a lifestyle. You really customize your lifestyle. And through this vehicle, it can be one of the ways that you do such. And so 10-day course, customize to your schedule. I usually do groups of 5, but in 2020, I started doing one-on-ones, because some people want to learn in a different atmosphere. They don't want to be judged or feel like they're being judged by other people. And so we just do a one-on-one, me and you. And then it's custom to your schedule. So you can't say you don't have enough time, because we all got enough time to make money, at least. You feel me? At least. And so it's up to you, and then it's just me and you, 10 lessons on a 10-day course. And it's pretty much just breaking down everything from the basics to, where I am now, but it's still going to take that application to really make it worthwhile. And after the 10-day course is up, throughout the 10-day course, I give you merch as soon as you register. So now you got some apparel. So I feel like, you family, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take care of you more than just teach you how to trade. That's kind of bland. That's kind of blunt. And I want to make sure I let people know I care about them more than I care about the payment they're going to give me. The only reason why I have it at that level is because my time not free, and I've had experience where I put the price too low and people didn't value it how they should. Point blank, period, right? But if I could do it for free, I would, but I can't. But yeah, so it's the course, it's the apparel, and then the group chat, right? Group chat, Telegram. I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with it. Charles, I'm gonna re-add you back. I don't know how you got back out of it. I'm gonna re-add you. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you got. Yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna re-add you today. And that's pretty much, like Charles can tell you, it's pretty much just a big family. You know what I mean? We eat, we call out bread. I could be in class a couple years back, somebody not in class, throw in the signal in the chat. I look at it. Nobody's telling me to place a trade, but if I look at it, I see what they're seeing and I agree with it. I throw it in, right? I place a trade. We all making money. It's a good feeling. You know what I mean? Not only did I just make money, but I just helped somebody else make money indirectly. You see what I mean? Then we all come together and like, yeah, that's what it's about, right? But we talk about options in there. We talk about, you know, real estate. Like those, the trendsetters that I want us to do different things and just trade together, right? We fund our lives maybe through trading, but then we catch a flight somewhere together, right? Because we both trying to set the trend for how we trying to live. It's not just me, right? Or we both get on a real estate project because I know he's going to invest in tip if he's trading and he's successful doing that. So if he got some bread doing that and then I got some bread, maybe I don't need to buy this whole property by myself, right? So then it's like, not only are we young, you feel me, but we moving with a sense of purpose and we have the funds and the financial means to really do something about it.